everybody. A little late, but that's okay. That just means that we are flexible, and the most intelligent, highest intelligence is always flexible. How are you doing on this Wednesday? Special day here. We got a group of individuals that are all part of the community here. We're lacking one because of a headache. But in any case, let me just invoke favor upon everybody. And as we get started, we're going to kind of bring you up to date on what's happening to the Crystal Network. We have Karen, who all y'all know is the Queen of Quartz. We have Brian Lunsford, who I think, Brian, this is your first time being on, isn't it?
Second time.
Second time. That's why I thought. I thought you had been on before. I thought you were on with Brian, weren't you? The two.
No,
Brians?
you did a mod show.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Yep. And of course, Big Al, who is not in the room, but on the road. So welcome, everyone. Thank you, moderators in the chat, and welcome all the rest of you. And so, Karen, I'll turn it over to you. Since you're you're the reason for all of this. And so if there's any complaints, send them to her.
Oh, there you go. Well, hello, everybody. We'll start off by saying hi to everybody in chat and the whole community and the family. Yeah, and I thought, well, we're just going to do a crystal update. And of course, Al's a big part of it. And so is Brian. And you are too, Wayne, when we bring up the channel as far as the whole education side. And David Barry couldn't make it. He was going to be on, but he ended up with a migraine, so he'll be on another time. And Nick was working, so Nick's part of the Crystal Network and doing a large portion as well. So we'll let you know what he's doing. But so he was at work, of course. So sending love to Nick. He might pop into chat, he said, though. So.
Love him. I mean, always welcome to get in here. But it is the middle of the day. A lot of people do have jobs.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm fortunate that I don't have to deal with that anymore, but anyway.
Yeah, not on a strict schedule myself either. Well, Al is, of course. Well, good thing he's on the road right now.
Because, well, he's on the road, and we can see that right. Literally,
So yeah, we'll be taping this so we can add this clip to his section on the network when we go to show everybody, because there's a whole section that's been up there since he started the journey with him and Dave. And it's on the road with Al and Dave. The venture begins. But maybe if we're going to update about the Crystal Network, Wayne, maybe we could bring up the site and you can just show what's on the homepage. We'll go through
let me get that
for people and what we have. And you'll see Brian in there as well under the Crystal Science page. And then
get that pulled up.
And I can talk at the same time, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, I think that kind of works. So here we go. I think all of y'all can see that.
Yeah.
All right. So take it away, Karen. What do we got going on? Looks like a lot's going on.
Yeah. This is the community's homepage that we started last year sometime. And just let everybody know this is a portal for our community and for anybody who wants to highlight themselves as a member. And if they provide any kind of services or anything, it's a portal. There's links to everybody depending what they want to participate in the community. So we're just looking to do major updates now. So there's a menu bar across the top, of course, and under our community, we have most of our members. So if you click on that, Wayne, did you click on our community at the top? You just have to click on it.
Yeah, it should. I clicked it on there, but I do. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It just takes it a little bit to load.
Yeah, depending how fast you're going.
Oh, I love that.
So if you scroll down, that was a picture that Sue had done within the community. So, but this is where we put all of our members, and there's lists and lists of people and what they do in the community.
We're going to have Sue back on, by the way.
That's awesome. Yeah, she just launched a new little site that I'm going to put the new links to. So if you scroll down really quick, Wayne, you can just see that like tons of people are on here.
Well, look
the community.
at that.
Most people, everybody knows what they do. And there's a bunch of new members. And
look at that.
Yeah, there's
how
all kinds
groovy
of people.
Look, there's Nick. All right.
Yeah. So that's the ones I have so far. And under each person, there's a touch base that links to their site. So you can get a hold of everybody. There's from, tarot readers to astrologers to healers, empaths, you know, just everything. Everybody, there's so many people on there, artists. Yeah, and it links to either Facebook or
Fantastic.
their websites or their emails to touch base or different things like that. So,
Outstanding.
okay, so that's where I put anybody who wants to be part of the community and they, you know, want to present
Beautiful
themselves.
souls. That's all I have to say.
Yeah,
Beautiful
all of
souls.
us. Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're all
yeah.
people that have been, they're all people that have been on your shows at one time or another as well.
I'd
when
love
you-
to get all of them on the show. If you haven't been on here, like Nina the Mystic, haven't had her on. There's a lot of them. Come on.
Yeah.
Love to have you on.
Yeah. So just go to the homepage again.
We'll
and
go. All right.
Just scroll. Once you get to the homepage, just scroll down a bit because I'll just wanted to show there on the front page there. There's a spot that has Al's picture about going on the road that you can just go to his direct link if you just scroll down a bit. Yeah. So it's just on the right-hand side where we're covering. It's up a bit, but
It's a little bit more.
Yeah, up at the top section. So I keep changing things every couple days or part of the group, you know, Dave and different things. And there's a really good video right on the homepage there from Dr. Joe about taking your lower three chakras and moving the energy up to the crystalline pineal gland to naturally activate your DMT within your system. There's a video on the homepage that has Dr. Hunt that did auric fields and shows the interaction with people at the top. And like I said, there's a spot that Al and Dave are on the front. Shows featured members. It shows new members to the community and links to them, how to join the Crystal Network and some of our products and the contact page.
I love this. This is.
But there's some really good videos on the front too that, like I said, pertinent village videos, and I switch them every, you know, so many days depending what they're about. So and different people. And remember when you were on and you were taking the monatomic gold, and then right up near the top, if you go at the top, Sun Rabbit submitted the step-by-step instructions. And so it was right there.
Where are we at?
Just go down a little bit.
Okay.
There, past the 4 agreements there. See, there's Delabar there.
Oh,
There's Sun
yes.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
And there's
yeah.
how to extract your own, and it's got the link right to a site. And so there's tons of stuff always I'm putting.
That stuff works, man.
Yeah, the link to Brian's sites there.
I saw that.
Community adventures. And
you know,
this is a new member from India.
Yeah.
Really nice
Yeah.
young man and healer. And he's been going across India for 5 years now, from place to place, teaching and meditating and doing. And if you just click on, it's under the full stories for the adventure page with pictures from India and stories about journeys. And Julianne has a section under the adventures. And when Lyndall Davidson went to Angkor Wat, that's all under the community adventures page.
Yeah, that is just so far out.
Yeah, so if you just go up to our community again at the tab at the top.
Yeah.
Then just go to the community adventures page that has all that stuff. You'll see.
Let's see. Folks, if you really are looking to get really more than just the digital, you know, comment or in the chat, this is a way to become part of this group. So we all can see what you look like. It's a chance for you to really have a chance to really kind of put your digital DNA into it, so to speak.
Yeah, I get all kinds of stories and requests and pictures. And this is for all the community, for even things around their own home, for adventures they go on, and people submit them. And you know, there's Angkor Wat with Lindo. These are all people from our community, and Sun Rabbit. And some from Julianne from Australia when she went to the concert. She's in that. And then I have on latest fossil digs that I've been on and videos where I've been extracting them. And a
lot of work taken on here. This is good.
And then there's Yogi down in India with tons of really cool pictures from India. So that's the adventures page.
Oh, that's very cool. Very, very
well and done. So if anybody has adventures or stories from their communities and just anything that, you know, I have several I'm going to be adding in the next few days. So if you go up to our community, there's the artist page. I want to show that as well, because this is not, you know, it's for empaths and all of our spiritual healers, anybody, but it's also, we have quite a few artists in the group that heal and do tons of work for the community through art.
Excellent,
And I
excellent.
just wanted to show a couple of the new members. So if you do any kind of art that you want to display, or a lot of people sell a lot of this stuff as well from the community. So
Look
there's
at
Debbie
this.
Sherrick's work, and there's mine, but I'll go down because
Peters,
there's
Wow.
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's on lots. And if you keep going, I wanted to show you some of the new ones because these were on for a while. And we have
Can I have one? The chocolate sundae,
yeah.
please.
So
Please.
that we have a new member that does dream catchers, and we're going to be talking about the dream world. She does beautiful custom made dream catchers based on individual people. And we have an international healing artist from France. That's hers, Maureen. That's part
Right
of the
over here.
community. Yeah. And Truth
Beautiful.
in Me does the rugs. She sent me two beautiful
Yes.
ones. I'm going to take pictures, and she
Oh,
does these
wow.
beautiful meditation rugs. And a new member, Angel, on the far right. She's an artist, like unbelievable
Look at that.
sacred geometry artwork on the right hand side. So I keep adding. So anybody in the community that wants to display any of their work or anything they do at any scale, it doesn't matter. We can post it here. And each one has links back to their own sites or websites to contact them if you want anything.
Incredible.
So remember, it's always just a portal, and everything that's displayed always has a link
Beautiful.
about how to contact the people on the network.
Love this surrealism. That is just
Yeah, that's Debbie
fantastic.
Cherick. Yeah, she did the galaxy in the purple that with the real crystals and everything. If you want to check it, it's a galaxy, crystal galaxy on these 2 panels she made. And it did this.
Wow.
Oh, just awesome. Okay.
Very talented. I'll tell you, folks,
Yeah.
this
So,
is
and I
what
know
brings
there's tons more people.
community.
Yeah, just contact me through the Crystal Network contact page or email me. Now, if you go to the Crystal Science page, I want to show people there's tons there. And I'm putting this in because this is where we get a lot of, I get emails from people that watch different things, and I use their links, like Mary Wins and different people, Ken did, and Brian Lunsford sends lots of stuff in, and Nick does his videos, of course. So this is the Crystal Science area. Look at that, Brian.
Yeah, that was yesterday. I was charging my crystals.
That's Brian's crystals, actually, in his heart that he made. So that was at Brian's house.
Excellent.
So, and those are the ones he's been tumbling. And so there's how to grow crystals. There's about the latest theories of the E8 emergence theory pages. The quartz page is a really extensive crystal page for quartz of everything you wanted to know about crystals and quartz. Dr. Emoto's work, crystals and gemstones.
Look at Nick. That is some excellent fossils, my friend.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then I did some pictures and videos at Walker Valley where I mined and in the mountains. And on the left-hand side, there's a video I did with Mountain Man McCrae extracting a crystal geode from the mountain. There's a really good video here on the Bosnia pyramids. You got to watch about the crystals they found that were coated with the real crystals inside for energy and tones within the tunnels. And then I did on the right-hand side, really cool. There's a whole video series on gems around the world. And each one's an hour long about extracting most of, the usual gems and things. So that's Crystal Science page.
That's what I have in mind.
There's a video out there on where Nick shows how to create a crystal device. And actually, Nick is putting together a whole series soon for posting in the next months to come on making more crystal energy devices and grids and rings and a whole bunch more. So Nick's putting together a bunch of science videos. So.
Excellent, folks. I mean, this is a tremendous resource.
Yeah. So
I can't imagine what you can't learn here.
Yeah. Well, and everybody has crystal collections at home. Like Truth in Me showed me hers, and do personal rings and setups. Just send me pictures with your little story. And Brian does all the
now, Brian, do you do this and sell these when you polish them?
What I usually do, I don't sell them. What I do is I'll get some raw in, and I usually give them out in the community. I'll tumble them. I'm trying to just pass the energy on, but if somebody would like me to send some to them, I'd be happy to do it.
Far out.
Yeah. The other thing Brian does, and I'll put him on the book a session page, we'll show that, is Brian actually does tarot reading, just amazing too. And he does the one that matches the crystal or the stone up to the reading and does the whole matching up. So, so he kind of does that. So we can actually do the tarot reading with the, if you ask them, with the crystals to match and show you a crystal or give you.
Cool deal. How do
So
I get
yeah,
out of
he's really
here?
good at it
There
too.
we go. Okay.
Mhm.
Excellent. I think this is just fabulous.
So that's
What a
that.
resource. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Now I'd like to go to the education section. This is yours, Wayne. That you under the network team. I have you as, of course, the education director, and this is David Barry maintains this area. And
Speaking
it's,
healing to you, David.
yeah,
Healing, brother.
definitely.
Healing.
It'll pop up in a sec. So this is the area study, and it has all Wayne's PDFs and all the
Wow.
files he uses. It also has the Dihole Foundation and the 8 emergence theory, the electric universe, going to all those kind of links in education areas.
I love this.
So then you
Look at
has
the-
it, yeah, it has it split up in.
This is fantastic. Okay, I see where that's going. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll
Cool.
go to the Dihole YouTube site.
Okay.
Everything goes to the links.
Yeah.
So it goes to Dihole.
Excellent.
So go back to that one in the education.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, then go back to Education Center.
All righty.
And I want to show you what we added. You also have a new area, Wayne, where you always had the Wayne Steiger PDF of the day archive, but
Yes.
go to the video series. That was just added. So
Wow.
this is
Far out.
this is your series that you did all on YouTube with all of their links, and we'll keep adding all the series.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So that, because I know they're spread over all of your YouTube channel, and some are in playlists, but not all there. It'll come.
I'm approaching 1,400 videos. So
Yeah. So
Wow.
Yeah. Someone's going, do you talk that much, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the Liber Lilith up
yeah.
here.
So go down
Excellent.
and you'll see Liber Lilith.
Oh, you got King Og.
They'll
yeah.
pop in. The links will all pop
Yeah.
in. It's just that
Yeah,
it's a
it's
lot to
loading.
low. Yeah. It's low.
Yeah. Fantastic. You know,
And keep going. There's the Lost King Og and
the Magic series.
Magic series.
Wow.
Pop in. The
Oh,
Magic
Magic.
of Solomon. Seals
Wow.
and Sigils. These are all the videos that are all in a row in order. The Kabbalion. There's Hermetica. And
You know, we're going to live on
origins.
far more in our videos than we did in real life.
Yeah, your origin of
Oh,
discovery.
that is
series.
so sweet of you, Karen. That
Okay.
Thank you. Honored.
Yeah, and so they all pop up and they're all in order.
Yeah.
We'll just keep adding all your series. There's a few that we're going to add.
Well,
to the-
thank you. Wow, that blows me away. That's
Yeah.
a great honor. Thank you.
Oh no, you for us. I mean, under the education and all the information is just incredible. So now something else I wanted to show under our community as well for people looking. I also post every week, and I'll upload this. That we do the whole second look.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I see you got Jules, the alchemist.
Yeah, I was going to show
And-
that's new. I just put that in this morning, and it
Oh,
just,
how
you'll see
far
it quick
out is
for
that?
all her stuff. And there's a new page for Sun Rabbit coming on too, because he has so many good articles in science, and he's writing a new article on time. So Sun Rabbit's getting a page. In
What
day.
a
But
community.
see how it popped in all your pictures there.
Yeah, I
finally?
saw that. Yeah.
So,
This is a community, and it's still loading.
yeah,
This is
I
this is a
might,
community.
So there's a second look with Wayne
Yeah.
and Trina, and now these I actually actually saved them, and they're on the hard drive because Trina didn't have a hard drive, and
Yes.
so but these are all the second look. Each one's there. I got to put the next couple in, so I post those every week. So if anybody wants to see them,
Now you have something here for the Queen of the Day. I love
yeah,
this.
go cue of the day.
I
This is
love this.
Al finally, because we're going to talk about dreaming and what we're doing after. But yeah, this is Al's area, everybody. It'll load.
Okay. Excellent. Folks, I'm just blown away by this. This is so fantastic. What I do wrong here?
Yeah, you have to go to the cue of the day. That was
Okay, I
the-
thought
yeah.
that's where we were at.
Well, maybe I.
It
I'll have to
says
recheck
Q
it.
of the day. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
That's right. There. Wow.
Okay,
Check
so
that out.
yeah, these are on the left hand is all the cues of the day, and lots of people send them in, and I was posting Jewel's little poems there, but she's sending so much nice stuff, and I have her book separate. You'll see her page now. I did a separate page for Julia, and so those are the quotes of the day that Al does and submits and makes all kinds of drawings. There's you, Wayne. There's some just random pictures, sayings that people send in.
You know,
There's
Al
pictures
does
from
these
shows.
posters just fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
so they're all of, and there's more. No more. There's lists of them.
I love it. Folks, I'll tell you what, this is joy. This is what this
and then on the right hand side, if you go to the top, well, that's Dave and Al on the road, and I've posted every video they've made since they left. So on the right hand side is all the videos and pictures on the road with Big Al and Dave going on an adventure.
Okay,
So
yeah,
they're all there. They're all the videos.
Some
language.
Some of those videos, this parental discretion advised. Yeah.
And here's our beautiful resident alchemist, Jules.
Yeah. So this, and see, that's her PDF there for her book, everybody. In the top corner, there's her book standing with it. And see, click on the PDF. It should work, Wayne.
Let's see. There we go.
And it should go right to Julianne's book.
It's loading. There it is.
There you go.
There it is, folks.
Yeah. And then, so I'll keep posting her new poems and her short ones she sends beside her. And there's also her video there from when they were at the concert in the summer, the Blues Festival. There's other things. And I have a lot more to add to her page. I just put it there.
I think this is just wonderful.
Yeah. So, and I'll keep adding people too, and more information people send, and more about the family. And there's lots of people we have to get to yet. And just email me. Yeah, I love getting,
So and
book a session. Yeah, book a session's a good one. That's a new area because everybody, the ones that in the community, they do tarot readings, astrology, counseling, and Trina, and so anybody, you can get in touch with them directly for your hour-long sessions or more. You just pick the button of who you want to talk to, and organize it, and it goes right to the people to get charts read, or
I love this. You know what?
Counseling. So, and I keep adding everybody to that too. So that's where anybody that book a session with the lovely Trina, you can do crystal knowledge with me. I have to add a bunch more people, including Brian, Mr. Lunsford. I've got to put
excellent.
So you can get a tarot reading and crystal thing with Brian.
I love this. This is what and folks, if you have this gifting, get yourself up there. Don't be bashful.
Yeah.
Come on.
I never thought I would do that at all until Brian asked, hey, do you want to try it? And then I did, and it just felt right. The energy was amazing, and I just went with it.
I think this is fantastic.
Yeah, and then look at all the crystal fun you're having with all the crystals and the stones, Brian, and polishing them and getting them ready for people and the energy.
This is wonderful.
That Brian also puts together grids with the flower of life pattern and different things like that. And I'll be posting pictures and more stuff like that. Brian does videos too, and it's all on the Crystal Science page. Nick and Brian mostly, and then Al is the cue of the day and on the road and different things like that. So
I love this. And do we have any new team members?
Like Trina.
Trina?
So much.
I
still have
Trina?
to put them on, and Julianne and different people, and these the main ones so far, and yeah. So
wow, so far out. Y'all have been so freaking.
Thank you, everybody, for letting me show you. And I just at the point of just more family, more community that want to be seen. Just send me the information on the Crystal Network, and again, anybody who wants to join still, to subscribe or join, I keep getting those, and I'll send you your crystal and be part
folks.
of it.
This is a community, and I just want to thank you, Karen, and David, and Brian, and all the ones that when I remember a year ago we were talking about this. All it was being talked. It was just nothing was really there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
look at
So
this in a
yeah.
year's time.
So thank you, everybody. And like I
Mm.
said, like I can only build it based on the content that the community sends. So
Mm,
that's why
mm,
there's so
mm,
much,
mm.
because look what everybody's sending me. Oh, and within the next day or two, because I did Julianne her own page, I just received a wonderful PDF from, I guess, Nigel from China, Devil's
Yeah, yeah.
Playground, about the
Mhm.
serpent, and it's going to be posted by tomorrow on the homepage with a little picture and him, and I'm going to put the PDF there if anybody wants a really good
By the
read.
way, there's an update on Nige. They actually basically called his home and said, you have to go into quarantine and you have 10 minutes and they'll be meeting you downstairs.
Oh, wow.
So literally 10 minutes later, he walked down and there were, I don't know what these are, healthcare workers, police, but they were in full hazmat suits and took him, I think it was in an ambulance. I think, I don't, and he sent me the email this morning. Anyway, took him to a hotel where there were other people and he was told, you have to go into this room. He was on the 4th floor. You cannot leave the room. Everything will be brought to you until your quarantine is up.
Wow.
Yeah.
He said it was a prison. He was
Yeah.
basically a prisoner. And so they let him out this morning. So yeah, that's the latest.
Yeah, got that email. Yeah. So it was like sending him lots of, energy and love, and thought about him. So that's why right away I thought about his article too. And,
Yeah.
I'm going to start
So
putting.
Nige, we send you protection and favor all around you.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
Ain't no stinking virus going to get us.
No. What
no.
virus?
Take your stinking virus and get out of here.
Not in my timeline.
No, not at all. No. So something else that we're just going to cover quick, and because Brian was part of this too, and Nick and David, who aren't here, and Al as well, and just a little bit more detail for people about the crystals and why we're sending them all over the world with the Crystal Network. And by the way,
Are we all over the world now, Karen?
Oh yeah, we are.
Excellent.
I'm going to get that map updated, and you'll see
Send it to me, and we'll put it up
everywhere. And what we've been doing is connecting and testing with smaller groups and triads to connect in the dream world or the astral plane, when we go to sleep, where we go to, and to actually lucid dream and have control of the dream of where we're meeting, what we're doing, and be fully conscious in the dream, and then remembering the dream when we wake up, because that's the goal of our whole community, is to use the crystals to connect and to be able to start lucid dreaming and meeting on the astral outside of this current crystalline system that is right now ran by AI, as we know. So we're creating the alternate crystal system for the community that we can all connect up to. And so it's been going really good, Wayne, because I took your advice of, several months ago when you said about to start documenting cases. And so we've been specifically working in groups of 3. So they're called triads, and I find they work the best to manifest and to join up and create on the other side. It's a really important number, as you know, with Tesla and the 3, 6, and 9, and in creating, definitely, that triad's always been used throughout history. So it really does work the best in what we're comfortable with. And so, yeah, we've been meeting up in groups like between Brian, myself, and his wife Cora in the dream world. Al and David and I have been meeting up, and even Al and Trina and I met up in a dream in a triad. Nick and Peggy and myself. So the triads are really working, I would say. Yeah, for sure. And just
My daughter Josie even showed up once too, didn't she?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's right. Because I saw the pajamas she was wearing. That's right. I forgot about that. That's right. She pulled in one time, you and your daughter and myself. So, and what we've been doing, Wayne, is we've been talking about the night of the dream night that we're going to go into dreaming. We set intent by usually writing on a little piece of paper that we are meeting up, or we are meeting up with Brian and Cora or Nick and Pay or whoever you're meeting up with, and actually the place of where you're going to meet up in the astral, whether it's going to be one of the schools or some location and kind of where you're going to be meeting. And then what we would do is take the note and we'd put it under a lit candle or flame of some flame source, and then we'd put crystals, one of the crystals for dreaming that we all have from the network, or a crystal they have that, on the paper, on the paper as well. And it's been working like crazy. It really works well.
Excellent.
Right, Brian?
Excellent.
Oh man. And you
Mhm.
can bring some of that intensity back with you into this realm too. I've come back with my hands tired, just feeling a little exhausted, because it's like you're constantly working. You're in this state, in this reality, and then you're pushing into the astral. So it's almost like you're awake 24 hours a day. Sometimes it feels that way.
Yeah, because
So
they're so active in the dream world. And the other thing we discovered to help with when you want to lucid dream and to start connecting up with triads within the community, the reason I'm saying this is that there's so many people within the community, and there's lots of different members that are closer to other members in groups of 3 or 6 or whatever that they communicate. And it's to pick any triad in the group that you're comfortable with or that you want to start practicing with. And so the other thing we've been doing and testing is holding an actual crystal. See, I always hold a crystal when I go to bed at night, and I'm so used to it. I hold it in my hand all night. So I have a special dream crystal that I use, and it's the same crystals from the pocket that I sent to everybody, including the one Brian has, and you have that triad one, Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow one. But I hold the crystal all night and think about it. We live in a crystalline system, a tetrahedral system at the basis, and that crystal is a storage device, just like our computers use, right? And it's a holder
Infinite.
of infinite holder of information, your crystal. And while you're sleeping with it at night, whether it's under your pillow or you can hold it, while you're dream into the astral, and during the dream it will hold your information in your dream. And so what I do is I dream in sets during the night. So I'll go into my first dream set, I'll go into dreaming, wake myself up, and the dream is captured within the crystal I'm holding. I go over the dream while I remember it in full detail and store it into my crystal I'm holding, go back to sleep, continue the dream, do the next section. I do that in about sets of 4 during the night. And each time I retain the information within the crystal. So then when I when I wake up, believe it or not, that whole series of dreams in the astral is captured within the crystal. And if I sit with it and shift and just sit for a moment in meditation, whatever, the whole dreams come
Pull it
back.
right back out.
Come back great to you in full detail and full. And so we've been really testing with that as well. So, and I'll let Brian, because he's been doing it. And so that's what people were wondering.
How do the spouses
how do I
handle this?
remember my dreams, right? So that's how you remember your dreams, is you can store it in a crystal overnight.
I can see that, but I still ask the question: how does a spouse handle this? I mean, if the spouse is not tuned in, you're going to be sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Well, now, in the beginning, Wayne, with my wife, Cara, at first she was Googling places to stick me, which psychiatric ward would be most convenient. And then, of course, the FO started showing to her.
See, I'm not insane. My mother had me tested.
That's right. We were good with it, but she's come with me on this journey, which I'll be honest, it was manifested, because I'm pretty sure there's a timeline where they stuck me somewhere, but she has come with me on this journey in such a divine way. It's just one night, I was explaining things to her in a calm way, and she would get offended. She would be very like, you're trying to boss me around, or you're trying to prove you're better. There's that programming that people have to get through. So when I just started living that way, instead of explaining it, one day she just flipped, and she started listening to different people channeling, and now we're doing it together. We're meditating together and exploring this new reality together, and it's wonderful. It's actually changed our marriage it's amazing.
I
it's
have
a
no
new
doubt of that.
relationship completely. I wish we'd have had it 26 years ago, but it's without that 26 years of struggle, it wouldn't make this sweet time we have now as special as it is. So,
Well, you have
it's
to just look at it like think all the lifetimes you two have lived, and now you're here.
That's right, and that's something we didn't really know before. But this is not our first go around together. We've done this many times.
Probably far greater than what you realize.
That's right, and it's just to be in the now, to explore the present moment with her is so special. And I know there are a lot of people that are going through struggles, and I send them energy and love, and just live your life, live your truth, because you never know what could happen. You never know how things could turn on just instantly, especially when it comes to marriage and relationships.
Well, that's what I do. I mean, I guess I told you all, I do this twice a day during the day. And today I was battling this. I wasn't battling this creature came up, and the thing that I was taught here, and I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, by the way. Most people don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in the power of their name.
Right.
And when you begin to believe in the power of your name, things happen in the astral realm.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
I meet a lot of energies out there, a lot of them. And every one of them, I tell them now who I am. I am Robert Wayne Steiger, and that name has power.
That's right. A lot of power.
A lot of power.
And
I've been called a great wizard.
You are a great wizard,
are,
sir. But I have learned that the energy you bring into a situation is the energy that will carry through that situation.
Yes.
If you are entertaining the fact that everything is evil and out to get you, I promise you everything will be evil and out to get you. But if you bring into a situation, I don't care if it's lucid dreaming, astral traveling, or just exploring this reality and what can come into it, go into it with a setting of love and your power, and bring it forth. And if something comes at you, it looks scary, hug it, love it, and it will change the face of that completely. And then the exploration can really begin.
And I agree. Listen, I invoke favor. I had a spirit once tell me, he says, you may think I look ugly, but he says, mister, you are ugly. And I said, well, I can see it from your perspective. Makes
big bodies,
sense.
Little heads, it's a weird looking.
And I mean, that's exactly what he said. He says, mister, you are ugly. All right, fine. Guilty as charged.
Get it? There's such a difference. It is like Star Wars. It's
it is
everything coming at you at one time. And when you realize that there's this huge reptilians, and they're beautiful beings, by the way. You still go through this human thing of fear. It's like a program thing that you've had over many lifetimes. You just have to work through it. They can feel that energy, and they'll back off a little bit, and then you kind of work. But you still go through that. But you just have to push through it and relax and enjoy the moment. It really is.
What did the spirit say to you?
Pretty much the same thing. They're saying to you, except with me, of course, I'm very playful. So there's a lot of play going on, and that's what this is. It's all play, where you would have somebody sit down and have a conversation about a specific thing. We'll just play a lot and entertain. I like to experiment with the energies and see what they feel like. And they're always, a higher vibration. So they exhaust me on this plane of existence, and I have to rest. But I get a lot of the same positive things, push. And I'll even have sometimes or my higher self put me in situations that will help me grow. So it may not be the most positive thing, but there's always growth within it. I do know that happens a lot too. It's just not negative, dark things. We can actually push ourselves into those situations to grow higher. And that's what I've noticed a lot. I thought maybe I was under attack, and I just went into meditation and asked that question. no, it's you. It's your creation. You are learning. You're growing. Just continue on and push through it. So
I say embrace your faults.
embrace your
What's
faults.
wrong with that,
Yeah.
folks?
That's where the light can get right
Man.
in.
You know, someone calls you something, you know what I tell them? Yeah, that's me. You know what? I'm about as flawed as it gets, but boy, am I
That's right.
I'm a beautiful soul, baby.
Speaking of beautiful souls.
I'm seeing Karen down there sitting going,
No.
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm serious about this. I'd like you to take it to the Crystal Network, Karen, is that we can do something this summer. I think that this could be a summer of healing. And I think that this Crystal Network is exactly this. And, you know, I received it yesterday while I was in meditation, you know, descending a digital flower. Now I'm thinking we could add a digital crystal to that. Start sending it around the world, every text. I mean,
that's a great idea.
It's powerful.
No, definitely.
Yes, I guarantee your children, Brian, will probably, if they understand what it is, they'll do it at school.
They do. And that's another thing is I'm very grateful to be in this time, to be able to, with my older children, I have 5. My older 2 are 26 and 20
what a
and
saint.
24. I'm awesome. But in fact, one lived next door to you for a while. You lived right next door to, my son was living right next door to you for a little bit, Tyler. I'm able now to explain things to my children from a place of energy rather than a place of being sick and having to work through it and being exhausted. The world, I'm able to tell them about how that energy, you can transcend the problems by simply being grateful for a new way of thinking. And that helps them in a lot of things. And I've also had to explore breaking my son from the cycle of being on video games all the time. And, you know, we went down that route and having to heal from that, because there's a lot of detrimental things that are happening from, and we use these computers all the time. But there are a lot of kids who are constantly on video games, and that is their life. And it created a major change within him to where he just became cold, and we had to back away from that. And I'm able to teach them about meditation. Now when they start feeling bad, they come and they grab a crystal and they'll sit down and meditate. Man, I never thought I would see anything like that out of my kids, but being able to teach them those techniques to be able to heal is amazing. I'm grateful for it.
Well done, my friend. Well done. Very proud of you. That says that there's great hope yet for all of us.
Well, the power's with them. I mean, when they come in, you could ask them questions like, as you were talking yesterday, who were you when you were taller, when you were older? And they can answer. They have so much power. And then we come in and we forget everything by indoctrination. And then some of us are lucky enough to regain that memory and then start pursuing. It makes you wonder how many times you've had to remember who and what we really are. But our kids, they have that on lock. And when you ask them questions, you even ask them, what will happen tomorrow? Sometimes they can predict it. It's really an amazing thing.
Someone said literally next door. They live next door to me?
Yeah, my son, actually Tidwell, he's a coach there in your area. And he lived next door to you for a little bit. But Coach Tidwell's still there. He's in your little area. In fact, when he got in trouble, I almost got a hold of you one time to go grab him because he was homeless, but he made it out. He's bounced back from that stuff. He had a problem with drugs. A lot of us in this community, we turned to drugs. We turned to alcohol because we didn't understand a lot of these feelings and emotions that were coming in. So we tried to dumb it down to fit in better. And he went through that. And actually, through these practices, I'm able to show him that there's a better way to heal than just assuming that you're broken for your entire life, and it's a major thing.
I think about what we're doing here, and, I have friends in law enforcement, and there is a plague attacking our literally in the heartland. and in the South. It's everywhere. And it's interesting because it is a crystalline substance, methamphetamine.
Yes.
It is a crystalline substance. And, you know, I tell a lot of my friends who are law enforcement, I tell them, I said, listen, when you find people that are on meth, understand there's something else there.
Yes.
They've entered in through that crystalline structure, and it adapts to our crystalline structure and overtakes us.
Yeah.
What do you think, Karen? Al, you know what?
Definitely.
We've been here. Al has just been sitting there. Al, hello, Al. Are you there?
Still there?
I think he's got us on mute.
I think he's not. There he
Oh,
is.
There he is. Yeah. And we haven't forgotten about you, Al.
So, yeah, so Ryan, you're just talking about your kids, you know, doing this and doing that. Well, my son's getting married June 20th. And,
Congratulations.
you know, of course, they're all
I hope.
Judeo-Christian,
Oh,
Bible.
okay.
everything. So, what I'm wondering, my question to you, David, since there's not going to be a bar at the reception, should I put the margaritas and hide it in a bottle and then slip it in my drink? I mean, what do you recommend?
I'd bring brownies.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I like that. You know, I can do that and get everyone freaking stoned, and then okay. Mary Joe.
I don't know where that
it's,
came from, but I'm seeing the same picture.
That'd be fun to watch play out.
Wouldn't it, though? You can make a movie on that.
You could. A good one.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to have to film that one. Yeah. So here we are. We went to pick up an empty trailer.
Just cracks me up.
True.
Man.
When we got there, the guard said, "No, the trailer's being loaded. You can't take this one." So we have to drive from McCalla, Alabama, all the way to where, Dave? Georgia.
Georgia.
You wonder why the food gets delivered late.
Well, Karen, I think we've kind of lost the conversation, but it's been
I
fun.
love it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was on to just update like we did and everything, and wanted everybody to see Al and Brian. They're big part of the network as well.
Oh, they're fun guys.
Yeah.
Al was,
You can call me Flower if you want to.
Yeah. So they contribute a lot. So thank you very much. And
Well, we love you, Karen.
yeah, I love you guys too. And just to let everybody know that we have been working in the triads for the crystal dreaming for going into the.
how do they go about that to
lucid
get
dream.
involved with that, Karen?
Well,
Email you?
Well, no, it's just that, like I said, throughout the community, there's certain people that you know better than other people that you should work with. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be one of us or whatever. Like people will form their own natural triads or little groups within our community because there's hundreds of us, right? And, you know, several thousand watch your show. So, you know, they'll have other friends that they're connected to more in the community that they email every day. It, you know, should be people that you get to know quite well because you have to get used to their energy, you know, as far as. So what I'm encouraging people to do is create different triads within the community, start practicing and reach out to just different people. And you can email me as well and, you know, try to.
So there's some basic steps. Number one, they should have a crystal, right?
Yeah.
Number two, they should begin to prepare to write down their dream when they have their dream, right? Or
yeah, a lot of people try to remember their dreams by different methods. A lot of people will have journals. I also have dream journals that I write the important ones in after, you know, or so a lot of people will write notes or use objects to remember dreams. So yeah, they can do that.
You really have to work your way through it. It's kind of different.
It's a
for
process.
everybody.
Yeah.
see, that's what I'm asking for. If a person they found two others, so they've formed their triad.
That's
I think we should be able to give them a PDF or something and say, here's the basic steps you need to do, and this is how you begin to judge your progress. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, I can. I'll create a little document, like a
Excellent.
video PDF file. Little flow chart, maybe a little flow chart.
Flow chart. I mean, listen, they're powerful.
Yeah, flow chart. But yeah, so get your crystal, pick your two other people, write your intention, put it under a lit candle or flame of some sort with the crystal. That's why the crystals the network work, because it's an energy, it's a frequency, it's a vibration. And when those crystals were formed in Mother Earth in the great big hydrothermal pockets that I took them from, and I was removing hundreds of pounds, that's why they can connect together, because the vibrations are the same. They were made in the same pocket from the same family. They look the same and they carry the same frequency. And so that's why it works as well in creating the crystal network. So that it's like tuning to a radio station specific for our community that all has the same frequency of the crystals that I've been sending out from the pockets that I opened. The other thing about those crystals is they were hand mined by myself. Oh, where did everybody go?
I'm here.
No, we're here.
Okay, but just my picture disappeared. Yeah, so the crystals were all from the same pockets, like I said, so they carry the same frequency, so that when you connect up in the dream group, you can connect to that frequency, and it has the same vibration, so it's easy that way if you have all the same crystals from the network too. So
see, I keep this one every time.
When you go into dream state, then
That's
before
beautiful.
you dream, focus on the meeting place and the two people that you're going to dream with, and you're best to have a crystal that you can record the information, remember when waking up as well. So, and then start recording what you experienced in the astral to each other the next day, each day after you set up the dreaming cycle.
I tell you,
we travel the universe, baby.
That's how it is. And I'm finding more and more. Someone told me that my antenna is like really broadcasting, and there's a lot more energy stopping by these days. All I can say,
when orbs start bouncing off the tip of your nose, you're in the thick of it, and it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker. I mean, I think it is the membrane. There are no membranes in between, like a good 10 frequencies, and they just kind of merge together. If you believe and you can pay attention and you have eyes to see, you will see.
Boy, I said that exact phrase today. Exact phrase to somebody.
Okay, Dave. What blows my mind is how these are formed. I was talking to you earlier this morning, David. The way these are formed, the way the shape is in the top, that's just incredible.
Flower of life, baby.
Yeah, the way it goes to a point.
So, Karen, I understand you're heading up to the Yukon this summer.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be up there for the first week in May to start the full gold mining season.
Take me.
Yukon Klondikes. Yeah.
So now, are you doing, basically kind of the, so many people are probably familiar with Gold Rush. Are you going into a cave, or are you mining?
No, just like the show Yukon Gold.
Okay.
And actually the claim, one of the ones I'm overseeing, was on the show, and my investor is part of the Yukon Gold show. So he bought out Chris and Nico's claims, and so there's Parker's and Tony Beats claims, and then the section I'm going to be in charge of. There's 2 or 3 different sections. It's a big mining operation, yeah. So
excellent. You're gonna need to take some videos, Karen.
Oh, definitely. Please do. I'll be taking the videos and showing everybody what I'm doing. It'll be put on the adventures page of the Crystal Network. I'll put it under the adventure page. So it should be fun, because I'll also be looking for quartz crystals and jade and other minerals that are associated in the same area. You're doing the gold.
Hey, Brian, tell that bird that, listen, we can give him the bird.
I've had a lot of birds around here lately.
Hey, hit the bell again. Hit the bell again.
I'm just kidding.
Away,
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a lot of birds around here, y'all. Those are higher dimensional spirits giving us downloads.
I'm
Just take
telling
the
you,
time to listen.
it's photobombing us is what it
Hey,
is.
hey, wait. Can we hear that? Can we hear your F-bowl again?
Uh,
The bowl?
Oh, it sounds great.
I don't know. I'm still learning. You know, let's see.
Just tap it on the side once.
Oh. That's a perfect pitch F.
It's nice.
Well, this has been fun. I've laughed. This has been really fun. This has been educational. Karen, you have just done a phenomenal job. I wish you tremendous success.
Yeah,
We'll
she
have
has.
you back on. I hope you just, I hope you get, I don't know what your goal is,
everyone.
but I hope it's thousands of ounces.
She's
up
an
in
amazing
Yukon.
teacher.
Yes.
An amazing teacher.
Yeah,
Yes.
up there. But yes, we're going to continue with the dream world. And then if anybody wants to email me about it or ask questions, and I will do a PDF file. And like I said, Brian Lunsford's a great person to talk to about the dream world, and Nick and Al and even Trina were in the Triad one time, with dreams that we remembered and different things. So yeah,
I
it's really
visited
working.
David Barry's house. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
just stepped right in, folks.
Yeah.
I learned a lesson on that one. You know, you really have to kind of be in control of some of your thoughts because they will take you places.
Yeah. Well, there was only one dream so far where we were one time with 2 or 3 people, Wayne. It was a group of us, but you weren't there with us physically, but you had called on the telephone, and you were talking to me because I kept trying to find a word, and you kept saying to me, "No, the word is evidently."
That's
what you
me.
kept saying to
That
me.
is me. I would say that.
You
Yeah.
said, "No, the word you want, Karen, is evidence. Evidently." That's what you were saying.
I love it. I have a sense I've been out there and we've met many people out there. I have met some people and yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, and so
It
we
is
keep
fun.
practicing and develop your triads of dreamers within the community and start practicing, and it's to get more and more of us together to create that 64 tetrahedron triad that makes the star Merkaba and the energy, to really make a full sphere. So that connects it around the world. So we need that many people. So
I
we're
love
getting
this. We're around the world, folks.
there. Yep.
All right. I just left the link to the Crystal Network. All the information you've gotten here today is there. I think it made it less complicated. If you're not signed up, make sure you get signed up. Get involved. If you're wanting to have people know about your gifting, I can't think of a better platform. Where else would you want to be than with like-minded souls? Seriously.
Birds of a feather.
That's it. And
Yeah,
so that bird as well. All right, folks. Yeah, y'all stay on a little bit here. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, moderators, for all of you and the participation. I've looked at the chat. People love
Thanks,
this
everybody.
group. And
Love
Thank
it.
you.
everyone say hello and goodbye. And Al, stay with us. And folks, I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thanks. Hold on, folks. Bye.